Hello all, welcome back. Now let us continue with the next topic, which is nothing but the nested loops actually. Okay, so we have seen loops and loop control statement. Now we will be seeing the nested loops. So what is nested loops? A loop within a loop. So that is a nested loop. So let us see couple of let us see a program on that and session 4 nested loops. Okay, so first we'll try to understand and then we'll try to see the program. Since the documents are already there, so I'm not reopening that. So nested loops means what actually? So loop within a loop. So if you say loop within a loop, can I have while loop in a for loop or for loop in a while loop? Doesn't matter. So any type of loop into any loop. Okay, means like while in, if while in, sorry, loop only, this one, not conditional statement. So while in for, or for in while, or whatever, for in while, or for in for, or whatever the while in while, anything actually. So that is the loop, anything, doesn't matter. Okay, so that is the loop. And any number of levels means like I can I have a while within a while within a while. Yes, you can have any number of, any number of levels. But if you have more than two or three, it will be a very much confusion. So never, better not to have more than two or three max. And if you have loops like that, you can replace that loops with the function. So like once we see the functions, you can make that one into the well, like if you have two three loops, then some loops you can put into the function. So because you need to see that one, understand your own code, you will not be able to understand if you see after few days. So let us now see the nested loop sample. Okay, so let me clear the scene, clear the screen. So now let us assume, okay, so we'll say that one sum of digits program we will do actually. So sum of digits dot sh. Let us assume we will ask user to enter the number, but I'm just writing here as it is, but this you can enhance with user input actually. So like modify with user input. So this you can do, just you need to say enter that number, and of course I will write the name of the program, sum of digits of number. So this number I am taking hard coding, but you can modify that one. There's just a simple echo and then read. Okay, so why I have not put that one is like you, like no, once we test actually, so we can also modify. So it is better first, whenever you writing the program, you just initialize the with variable and test this one, because if the program is wrong, you need to do enter the input multiple times actually. So in order to avoid that, we will test this one, and after that you can modify just echo, then it will be working fine actually. So that is the idea. Okay, now what we need to do, sum of digits actually. So sum of digits is how long you can do the sum of digits actually. So sum of digits. So let us assume sum of digits, let us assume user entered 1 2 3 4 5. Now you need to do 1 plus 2 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, right? Or you can also do 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, right? I am following the first way, sorry, second way, which is nothing but this particular 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. But you can also do this one if you want to enhance your programming skills, better to do this in this order. What you need to do actually, you need to know number of digits also. So you need to first calculate number of digits, and then you need to modify that, and like that you need to do. So but I am doing, because this same logic has to work as per number of digits. So your logic should not change actually. So if user entered 3 digits, you should not like no, the program has to, same program has to work. You user entered 5 numbers, 6 numbers, 7 numbers, the same logic has to work actually. It is not like 7 numbers I'll modify my code, 6 numbers I'll modify that code, then that is not the right code actually. So this you can try for your like no programming skills, like try yourself. This will enhance your programming skills. It is not easy like the second way, but it will take certain time in the sense 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that actually. So maybe if you are new, a few more minutes. So it will be the same like no, this we will try now. So how I will get 5 actually, 5 I will get with the reminder. So if I say 123 whatever the number, modulus 10, I'll get 5 actually. So that's what I will get, the first 5. Now how I will get these particular 4. Okay, so if I want to get the 4, actually I need to do 135 divided by 10 and 134 modulus 10. That's what I need to do. So if I say divided by 10, it will be whatever the 1 2 3 4, and then it will become 1 2 3 4. These modulus, if I say, I'll get whatever the 4. Now if I want to get 3, the same thing I will do 1 2 3 4 divided by 10, which I will get 123, and I will take the modulus, so it will be 3, and the same will repeat. So if I say 123 by 10 and then comma 123, like 12 dot 10, actually 12 modulus 10, I'll be getting these two. The same will repeat. 12 by 10, it will be 1, and then 1 modulus 10, it will be 1, right? That's what how you will be getting 4321. That's what you will be getting. Now I need to sum this each time, this particular digit. So once, when it will stop, actually, so 1 divided by 0, whenever it gets this particular 0, means the iteration 1 0, then it will stop. Means what, the same number if I use, it will become 0, actually. Okay, so let me like now store this number. So I say original number equal to whatever the dollar number, and let us proceed, actually. So I am going to use the same number, because sum of digits of 1 2 3 4 5 is like that I want to print. So I need to have original number. Okay, so while number not equal to 0, so if it is not equal to 0, you want to repeat this, actually. So what, how you will do, while number not equal to 0, you need to do the sum, actually. Okay, so I say sum equal to 0. Now what I need to get, first I need to get the remainder, actually. So I say expression dollar num modulus 10. So first I got the 10. So as in the code, first I need to get the 10. Okay, so second iteration, so this particular value I need to do the sum, actually. So I say expression dollar sum plus dollar remainder. So this is for this first iteration. Yes, I got it. Now I got it for the first iteration. Now what I need to do for the second iteration, I need to divide by 10, and this logic is already there, actually. So this logic is already there. So I just need to divide by 10, actually. So I say num equal to expression dollar num divided by 10, right? And then this, if I do again, then again it will come back, actually. So the logic already present. So for me, no need to do anything. Now I need to print the value. So sum of digits of number, sum of digits of number, original number is dollar sum. So if you use this num, actually it will become 0. Why? Because num 0 only, it is keeps on modifying the same number, actually. So that's what I stored in a another variable. Okay, so let us do this. I need to do change mode, sum of digits, right? And I say sum of digits. So sum of digits is whatever 1 2 3 4 5. So we are talking about the program, but we have not seen any nested program. Then what is this, like now what is that we want to do? So we want to do sum of digits until single digit, actually. Sum of digits until single digit. So how you will know that one? Because 1 2 3 4 5 is there, actually. So now we got 15, but I don't want to stop at 15. I want to add 1 plus 5. That's what my program has to do. Means the like whatever the sum you got, it has to redo that, actually. So when it has to stop, when it has to stop, it is a single digit. So how you will know single digit? If it is greater than 10, it has to repeat. If it is less than 10, it has to stop. Okay, so that's what I need to do another while loop, actually. So I say while number, when it has to do greater than 0, greater than 9, it has to do. For if it is greater than 9, means for 10 also it has to do. Okay, so that's what I will do this one, and I'll just say sum equal to 0, and for the like alignment also I will do, and then another done. So what is the thing here? So first we have taken the number 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5, and 1 2 3 4 whatever 1 2 3 4 greater than 9, true. Then it will do all the inner calculation, actually. So whenever you have the nested loop, first it will enter the while loop, then it will go this particular inner while loop, it will do, and then once it is done with inner while loop, again it will come to the outer while loop. Means first outer while loop, complete inner while loop, then again outer while loop. So you, that is the inner, these two loops will be there. If it is two loops, if it is three loops, this is first one, then second one, then third one, and then second one it will finish, then third one it will finish, again it will come to the first loop actually. So that's what how it will be doing, like if that is after this. But if that while is inside this while, then first this one, second this one, and third is inside this while. So that's what how it will be doing. So you can experiment with that. So you take num1, num2, num3, and first loop you num1 you repeat 1 to 10, num2 you repeat 1 to 5, num3 you repeat 1 to 3, like that. So that many iterations it will be looping. Okay, so now in this first case 1 2 3 4 5 it done, and it after this one you have whatever the 15 value actually. Now you should do this particular one for 15. So what I need to do, I need to make this num as sum actually. So because in this case you got the sum as 15, so this up to this point actually you got the sum as 15, but now you need to repeat with 15. So that's what num you will take it as sum, which is 15, and it will loop again. Since it has to loop, sum has to again reinitialize with 0. If you don't reinitialize with 0, it will be taking previous sum and 15 plus whatever the new thing it will add actually. So it will become 21. So I am putting this loop inside. So that's what it will do. Now 6 it will come actually. Then 6 greater than 9, which is false. So it will come and it will be printing the 6. So let us test this one. Sum of digits. So you can see here now it is 5 actually. So if you want to print intermediate result actually, so you can just say echo sum, current sum. I say iteration sum, right? Iteration sum is, I just say sum actually, because we are going to modify that. So if you see this one, first is sum 15 and then sum 6, the final is 6 actually. So this is how the nested loop will work. Okay, so having seen this particular nested loop, now let us check on the something. Yeah, so we have seen the nested loops, loop control, PS3 prompt we will see actually. So prompt status. So this particular, you know that one, what is this PS1? So if I say, sorry, echo PS1, it will be whatever the dollar it is there. So we have seen PS1, PS2 in the previous slides. You can refer previous topics. You can refer that. Now we will see the PS3 actually. So PS3 is for select command, select command, or yeah. So select command, because everything you here enter in the shell is nothing but a command. Okay. So sometimes we say function because like, but both means the same. Okay, so that is for select actually. So let us see what it means, the select, and then we will check actually. So I just say ps3 test.sh. Okay, so I say user bin bash. So I am not user bin environment bash. So I am not demonstrating the ps3, but before ps3 what it will happen we'll see. So select, let us assume you have a select thing. So now I am taking the example, like let us assume I want to select certain languages actually. So user has to select certain things. So like a menu actually. So here I am using the language as a menu. Okay, so that's what I am using. So you can change that one. So this is ps3 prompt. That is nothing but select actually. So select is nothing but you have the menu options actually. So that with the menu options, you are selecting that particular, like 1 means C, 2 means C++, like that actually. So that are the menu options how you will select. So let us assume bash, and then I say whatever the C, C++, maybe Python. Okay, and if I want to exit, I'll say exit actually. Okay, so first, so here it will be 1 2 3 4 5. So it will be same select, like this is like loop actually. So it will do a number of times. So you can just treat this one as a something like a menu statement. It will give menu of items. Once you select that item, it will tell you what is the item. You need to process that item actually. So as of now, I'm just printing. I will print that particular item. So now I say case whatever the case language in. Okay, and whatever I will just say this particular one case language one. Yeah, so I say select case language whatever the prompt actually. So I just say C echo selected C, and then I need to say whatever. So now 1 2 3, I'll just say I will copy this. How many times? 1 2 3 4, 4 times actually. So 4p. Okay, now I just say C++ PSH bash Python. Of course, it will give you 1 2 3 4 5 like that. So echo. So I need to say here selected C++, selected bash, selected Python, selected exit. So if you want to, if selected exit, so let us exit actually. So that's what I will do, the exit. Of course, with 0 I can do, because uh, 0 is the like the 0 means it will be exiting with a successful, so successful exit, that's what 0. So if it is any other value, it will be like exited with failure. So with this, which we have seen in the previous videos, so you can refer on that. Now let us assume we will test this one. Hopefully you don't have any errors. If any errors, we'll test it. Okay, so if you see this one, this is the prompt actually. So hash and then question mark. Now if I say 1, it will give you selected 1 2, it will be, so this menu of items you have selected. And then if I say 5, then it will be whatever selected exit actually. So that's what that particular one. Now let us I don't want to copy, I will do the same thing. Now I want to change this prompt actually. Okay, so this one like now I want to change this prompt. Then what I will do, I need to use this particular thing. So I just say select language, because this is specific to my program. So I am using language. Generally, like you should not use the language actually. Why? Because that is a menu option. That's what it is not given you. So you can use anything. So this is for my thing. So I just say select whatever this particular prompt actually. So let us test this one the same. I now, if I say this one, now if you see here, it is given you the prompt actually, select language. Okay, so same, the logic is not changed actually. Only thing, whatever it is, like no, I can change this particular prompt actually. So again, the menu processing and all will remain the same. So that is this particular process status actually, as our command, whatever the prompt command or whatever, multiple ways people will call actually. So this is how you will be doing the ps3. Of course, if you say this one echo $ps3, nothing will be there. Why? Because that is the default. So if I just do this one in the echo ps3, now you can see here it will be okay. Okay, if I run, I need to execute that, right? So if I see this one echo $ps3, before that, yeah, okay. So I just say 1 second, echo select language, because it is running in separate shell. uh, okay, it is empty, and of course something, yeah, it has to give that. Just give me a second, it is giving, yeah. Of course, I am not sure, like ps1 it has to give you actually, ps2 also it given, ps3 it is prompt status it has to give. uh, okay, okay, I'm not sure, but generally it has to give. Maybe I will test here actually. So I say select language, whatever echo $ps3. Okay, so here it is doing this, but I'm not sure. Maybe this is like a normal variable also, we can say. But the with select, it has to give you. Okay, so you can test on that particular thing. Okay, now it's time for us to just cross check the slides whether we have missed anything. So these while loop, for loop, for in loop, regular loop, until and loop control statement, nested loops. So we have seen whatever the while loop and for in until loop. So these are all we have seen. So less than 10 and greater than 1. So it is incrementing, it is decrementing. which we have seen. And of course the print date 5 times, you can also experiment with this. So we have checked with certain comments, but you can do with this also. And multiplication table, okay, so this particular multiplication table we have not seen. Yeah, you can cross check on that. We may see this one in the next thing, maybe in the functions. Anyway, we need certain programs, so we'll try to add that. Okay, so but this is straightforward tested, so you can just simple table number of iterations. Number of iteration is 10 times. You want to, like, 5 into 10 50, you want to stop there, or 5 into 20 if you want to do, then that also it will be taking you. So that's what the number of iterations. So you can go through this. Factorial number, the same thing we have seen. And then whatever the same factorial, but you are validating that particular input actually. So here the factorial 1 into 2 into, this is you are doing 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 if you want to find 5 factorial. And this is descending order, and then this is ascending order you are trying. And of course you are validating the input also. And this is how you are doing. Maybe you can put this one in a while loop, so that until user enters that positive number, it keeps on running actually. So that also you can do. And then this is the infinite loop. We have seen multiple times whenever we tried, and then the program like there is no like we forgot that particular condition, it will be falling into the infinite loop, so which we have already checked on that. Now foreign same foreign, this we have seen. So this is treated as a first string if you are putting in the double quotes, second, third, fourth, like that. So you can extend the program to print number of substrings. So you can make a counter and increment this and echo, and after that increment the counter, and then print the counter after the for loop. Then you will get the number of substrings. And then this is whatever these particular values. And we also seen foreign, you can have the command also, like that also we have seen. And of course this is you can enhance this program. Once we see arrays, you can make this one into the arrays, and you can enhance this program, because nobody will give the numbers directly. You need to put in an array actually. So that once we have seen array, you can extend this program. And this usual for loop which we have seen, there is and of course this foreign loop we have not seen. This foreign loop with ranges we have not seen actually. So I will try to do the same thing, like let us assume for num in, let us assume I need to do 110, then do, I am directly doing on here actually. So echo $num, maybe minus n I will put, echo minus n, right? And then I will put space, then done I will put. Okay, so it is giving me that particular one, of course. Okay, but I will say echo also. Okay, now if you see this one 1 to 10, it is printing this way. Now let us assume I don't want to print like that. I want to print odd numbers actually. So let us assume I will do with 2, right? So 1 3 5 7 9. Now I want to print with even numbers. Now we'll start with 2, and then this is how we will print the even numbers. Maybe I want to print like multiples of whatever in the increment of 3 actually. So that's what you will be doing, like this 1 3 4 7 10. This is how we will do. But let us assume if I replace this with -3 actually, then what it will happen? Still it will not take this one. So if you are not putting anything, it will take by default with the increment as 1. So this is start. You can assume this one is start, this one is stop, including that value. This is step actually. Okay, so if the step is negative, and if this start is less than stop actually, then it is ignored actually. So we will do other way also. So let us assume other way is 10 to 1 we will do, right? And then if you see this one 10 to 1 will be there. And now I want to do with -2, right? Not colon, -2, right? If you see this one 10 8 whatever that particular one. And if you want whatever like odd numbers actually, so -1, it is same. Okay, so instead of 10 what we need actually 1 3 5 7, right? 9 actually. So 9 means like you need to take with whatever the 9. Okay, so 9, and then you need whatever the next value is 7, right? So you need to do like this 9 7 5 3 1, like that you will be printing the odd numbers negative format. So now if you change this one to 2 actually, so it doesn't matter, it will still give you the same. So if it is in ascending order, then it has to, it will take for, it will look for positive number, and if it is descending order, it will look the counter as negative number. If you are not passing that one, it will ignore. Okay, so this is how you will be doing if you want to do in a ranges. So I want to do certain processing for 10 students, you can just say 191 dot dot what dot dot and 10. That's what you will be doing. Okay, so now this is the program how we will do with a command execution. So ls, you can store that one ls output in one variable and you can use that variable, or you can also do like this and you will count the number of files and number of directories. So it's straightforward program, you can test it actually. So now until we have seen, that is just reverse of the while. So if the while will be if condition is true, it will execute until will do when the condition is fail. So until the true, it will be doing. So you can see here executed until expression is false. So that's what we have already seen. So loop control statement, which we have seen, like break statement is used to current loop and ignore current iteration and proceed for next iteration if the condition is successful. So this same program we have seen. Of course, there may be certain things like I am putting infinite loop and looping here. So, and it will be, I am using the break, but there I have read 2 times actually. So if you don't want to read 2 times, you can put a infinite loop, but this is not the better way. Whatever we have seen is the better way. But if you see the syntaxes, you should not confuse. That's what I have put here actually. Okay, so like this, that is the thing how you are doing. Now this is some numbers until 0 or maximum counter, which we have seen. If it is break, it will come out, and the same program we have seen, so no need to check on this. Now some positive numbers until 0 also, same thing which we have executed and checked on this. Now this is the combination actually, break and continue. So this you can check. You are just put the continue statement here. We are just merging that particular 2 programs actually. And loop, this is the nested loop. So what is nested loop is a loop within a loop, support any number of levels, support any type of loop, any type of combination actually. Sequence of this is starts with outer loop, finishes inner loop, resumes outer loop, repeat the process until user end of the outer loop. So this, as I said, you take 2 loops. First loop is outer loop is counter 1 to 5. Inner loop is like counter maybe 1 to 6. So that many times you can try. So you print the counter 1, counter 2. So it will be like 1 1, then 1 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, then 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6. Like that it will be looping. You can take that simple program and then you can do that one. Right now, this is whatever the nested loop, this particular table number actually. So this is like you are repeating that one until user entered 0. The table number, until table number is 0, is it keeps on giving you the output. Instead of trying that multiple times, it will be with 0, it will be keeping you are doing this one in a nested loop, as we seen that one in the whatever that particular program, sum of digits. Here like table number, if you are doing, you need to execute that one 2-3 times. Instead of executing 2-3 times, you are repeating that one in your program itself. So that's what we will be doing. So that is whatever the nested loop actually. And of course we have seen what is the PS3 prompt status, which is with PS3 default, which is it will give this hash and question mark, and this is with the PS3 syntax. So defines a custom prompt for select loop inside a shell script by PS3 command. PS3 is default is this, and then this is the menu. So you are processing the menu. As of now, our processing is just a echo statement, but you can do that one more actually. So that is the whatever you will be seeing actually. So that's what how we have seen. Okay, so the multiplication and table and all, you can test that one. That is a simple one. Of course, the multiplication table also we'll see in the functions. We'll try to see. So this is what about this is about our iterative repetitive statement or loops actually. So I hope you enjoyed the session and you got certain things out of this session. So please keep trying and keep practicing. There is no other way other than that. Okay, then see you in the next session with arrays actually. Okay, then until then, bye for now, and we'll see you in the next session.